Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Tech with Anikesh's channel. So today in this video we will talk about installation procedures of Docker. So before that I would like to tell you the importance of Docker first, and this part is mainly for the beginners. So if you are aware of this Docker importance, so you can skip to this installation part. Let us consider we are having one application. It could be an online shopping application, okay, and you can consider any kind of application of yours. And we are going to make what distribution or what build from the application in order to deploy the application to any environment or any cluster. Okay, now this is straightforward, correct? Let's add some complexity into it. So let's say for our application to be run in any environment, we need our Python scripts to be pre-executed before our application is deployed. Okay, so what I meant is, like, let's consider we are having some analytics scripts for our application. What these scripts will do, let's say the situation could be anything, like let's say when your application is deployed in any region, and on the region specific you need some analytics, and you will dump those analytic result in certain file or folder, and you depend on those data your application will behave in that way. Okay, this is one situation. So to do that, before your application is up and running, this analytics script should be running, okay, in the environment. And another point is, these analytics scripts are written in Python. Okay, so like the Java code, to develop a Java code or to run the Java code, we need the JVM to be ready in any environment, right? So like that, for Python script we also need some Python libraries as well for supporting our Python scripts. Okay, this is our Python libraries. Now if I consider this as an environment, okay, okay, see, if we consider the rectangle box as an environment, so you are understanding, right? Like, to before my application is running, I want Python libraries of a particular Python version is present in the environment. I want my analytics scripts is executed successfully, and then only I will be running this war file. So listening these steps seems very straightforward, but if you consider these steps in a multi-cluster environment or multi-instance environment, it could be very error prone if we try to do it in manual way. Okay, now if we want to remove this manual process, we can do some scripts file ready, which will, like, like pull like download this Python library in the environment, execute those scripts for your application, and then execute this war file. This could be automatic process. But what if tomorrow you introduce a separate Python script, or you modified the existing one? Then again you need to change that final script in order to accommodate all these changes, correct? So to make this problem go away, and and to make this deployment process very smooth, what Docker team has decided is, like, let's say you are creating a box. Okay, let's say we are creating this box. Now we are going to make the execution of our application ready in this box. Let's say execution of application is ready. The application is not executed. I am saying execution of application means your code will get built, your final build item will get created from this. Okay, and you also have this library with you inside this box, and also you are having the scripts inside this box. Okay, and inside this box you have made the instruction in such a way that those instruction will take care of this library installation, execution of those script, and if required, removing those libraries also, because once your scripts are executed you don't need the Python library at all, so you can remove this library. So, and then start your application, execution of application. Okay, so now in place of Word file, you now going to ship this whole setup to an environment. Okay, and that environment is smart enough who will understand how to execute or how to run this setup. Okay, so if you understand this concept clearly, so Docker is something like that. Docker helps us to containerize our application and ship those application in such a way so that the deployer can download that shipment and just execute the shipment. So deployer does not need to bother about what are my prescripts needs to be running, what are my setups needs to be present in the environment for my application, nothing. So all those things will be taken care by your container or your image only. Okay, so this package or this container which I was talking about, which you are going to ship in Docker's terms, it is called as image. Okay, so what is Docker image, what is Docker container, how image can be executed in a container, and how we can download others image. So all these topics are part of details description of Docker. So as this video is only related to installation process of Docker, so I will not waste time by elaborating those steps. But if you want me to elaborate any particular process of Docker, so please leave a comment in the comment section so I can make a separate video on that. Okay, so if you get this idea clear, so what is the importance of Docker, so let's move to the main part of this video, that is installation of Docker. So to install the Docker, what you need to do, you need to first go to docker.com. This is the official website of Docker. Okay, so there you can get 3 different options to install Docker in your system, if you have Apple, if you have Windows, and if you have Linux. So for the Windows system, the exe file will get loaded, and if you execute that exe file, it will get installed, and you need to make sure the Docker is set in the environment path so that you can use the Docker command in anywhere. For Apple also, it will going to install a package, and you just need to run that package, and that package will get installed in your system, and the path variable will also get added. Okay, and for the Linux based system, you can perform this Docker installation in Linux based system by going into this shell script, and sorry, not shell script, but terminal, and then you have to run certain commands. So for those commands you can directly get from the Docker web page. So today we will be focusing on this Apple installations. So if you click this Apple icon, a DMG file will start downloaded. Okay, so to save the time, I have already downloaded this package. So let me just pause this installation and let me take you to the package. So if you can see, this Docker DMG file gets installed. Okay, I mean downloaded from the browser, and now once you double click on this DMG file, a pop-up will come, and you need to drag the Docker icon from left to right. Okay, and it will start copying the Docker inside your application. So once it is copied, I will show you the next steps. So it takes time for this copying whole application, and it actually installing your application as well. So it takes time. So once this application is copied successfully and installed, you just need to go to your application folder, and you have to find out your Docker. Yeah, this one. This is the Docker desktop icon you can see in your application folder. So you need to double click on it, and at the very beginning it may takes time, so you have to approve this open option. So your Docker desktop is getting started. You will get this notification at the starting of your application, and this is because the first time you are running the Docker desktop. So after getting installed, you will see the window something like this, but not similar to this one. Okay, why? Because if you see in the left side, the containers image volumes, if you are installing fresh, this containers image volumes will be very blank. Okay, for me there are certain images and certain containers were running, so that's why it's showing all this data. Okay, and now if you see the left side, bottom side, it's a green icon, so that means the Docker engine has already started. Okay, and to check or verify once again the Docker is also is present in your path or not, so what you need to do, you just go to your shell's terminal once, and if you have to write Docker version, and if you hit enter, you will get the version details for both client and server. So if you get details like this, so you can understand like Docker is successfully installed in your system. So guys, I hope you understood the process of Docker installation, and if this video seems very informative to you, so don't forget to like the video and share the video among your circle, and also please don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will not miss any other upcoming videos. Thank you guys.